Hello, everyone, and welcome to another WIP Wednesday with Madison Day Crochet. I am your host, Dana, and I have my co-host with me, Becca.
Hello.
And, the title says needlework. I was going to punch needle while Becca cross stitches, and then I took out my punch needling that I haven't touched in like a month and realized I was not going to teach myself how to do it again while live streaming. So I will be crocheting tonight.
Psych.
But anyways, grab your favorite work in progress stuff that you're working on and just come and hang out with us. I have my cup of peppermint mocha coffee because it's delicious.
Gosh, me too.
And let's craft. First, I wanted to show you guys this really, really cute crochet hook case I ordered recently. And I ordered it from a Etsy shop called The Fiber Fox, and she's actually in the UK. And she hand sews these cases. Seriously, I'm like so excited about it. But look how pretty,
it's really pretty
it is.
She picked good things.
And all my crochet hooks fit in here, even my Furls crochet hooks, which are, the ergonomic ones, and so they're
I never
realized
fat, so how this is technically an ergonomic too,
yep.
right?
Yep.
Yeah. I never noticed how comfortable this was.
Yeah, so ever since trying ergonomic hooks, like I can't go back to
the
like
straight
this.
metal ones.
Yeah, to like my boy hooks. Unless like right now I'm working on Christmas presents and I'm making dolls for my daughter and her cousin, and I don't have an F hook in like this. I don't have an ergonomic F hook, so I have to like, thankfully that stuff is, you crochet it quickly and you crochet it in pieces, so it's not like I'm crocheting like this big blanket in size F, because then my hand would get so tired.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I had a dream last night that I was crocheting.
What?
But I wasn't just crocheting regular things. I was crocheting this weird, rare fiber that for some reason I had acquired through probably some sort of swashbuckling and thievery. I don't know how I got it, but I was angry in my dream because I usually have really like lucid dreams where I could correct myself. Like if I don't like where the story's going, I'm like, no, I don't like that. Just redo that scene.
You just jump into a different
I
dream?
just do a different one, or I redo it because I don't like how it ended. So I'm like, no. I micromanage even my dreams. And like I had a dream that I was holding the crochet hook like this, like the normal.
Oh,
like,
the normal knife hold.
Yeah, the knife hold. And the whole time I was like, you idiot, you're doing it wrong. Why are you crocheting like that? And I was getting really frustrated because I kept trying to do it like that, even though I know that is technically the right way to do it. But I kept correcting myself in my dream, and then I kept going back to doing it that way. And I just got so frustrated in my dream that I gave up. I was like, you know what? I'm going to dream about sharks instead.
Forget this crocheting crap.
We're going to go to sharks.
That's funny.
The logic wasn't sound, but I thought you'd be proud of me that I was dreaming about crochet at least.
Yeah, that's awesome. I haven't dreamed about crocheting. I had a dream last night that I met Adam Young from Al City.
Oh.
We were meeting in Chicago to hang out as
wow.
friends. So,
Good at you.
That's where my dreams were.
That's pretty cool. I thought you were going to say Adam Driver for a second, and I was like, oh, jealous.
Yeah, well, that would be pretty cool too.
That would be cool too, but no, Adam Young is really cool too.
So I made this very terrible mistake to cut this color off before I actually finished the row. I thought the row was done and I didn't finish it, and I keep running short of yarn.
Oh.
So I might have to rejoin it for literally 2 stitches, and that's really annoying.
Crocheting with the knife hold isn't that terrible, but it definitely doesn't feel right.
Yeah, like I can crochet with the knife hold. It just, I'm so much slower holding it this way.
Yeah, and it might just be practice, but I feel like my knots are a lot more sloppy when I hold it like that. trying to learn, but
It's Clippy.
Clip. Hey yo.
Long time no see. How are you?
It's our best friend
still
Clip.
Can't make it. If you guys have any awesome projects you're working on while you are hanging out with us, please let us know what you're working on in the comments. I love to hear what other people are working on.
Even if it's like your homework.
Yeah, even if it's not craft related. I mean, if you're doing something.
Yeah, if you're writing
while you're hanging out,
something
let us
cool.
know. Okay, I'm going to try it one more time.
I really like the color combinations here.
Oh, with your crocheting?
Yeah.
Ooh, are you crocheting too? Are we none
I
of
am
us doing needlework?
Yeah, so I wanted to finish. I'm going to go to needlework as soon as I finish this brick. I know I technically should wait until Sunday, but I want to catch up because I missed last Sunday, so.
Oh, that's a good idea. So Tweedledee says, my awesome project is replaying Kingdom Hearts.
Hey, that's a good project.
That is considered a project.
It's a long game, and if you want to get all those Trinity symbols, I mean, that's a lot of work.
Clippy says, yes, I've been pretty busy, so I'm in the middle of job searching, so I'm updating my web development portfolio. Ooh, very nice.
Wow, fancy.
Well, just know that we've been missing you, and we are happy that you are here with us today.
Miss you, Clip. How's everything else going? Pretty good? Pretty bad?
Yeah, did you get to play Turkey Day? Because that was kind of cool. Though I wish there was more for us to do. I feel like there was not enough for us to do on Turkey Day in Animal Crossing.
I got really frustrated trying to find that stupid crab.
Did you ever find it?
I did. I ended up finding it. One of the villagers gave it to me after I gave him his 5th round of seaweed. I was like, child, what kind of Thanksgiving are you having?
Julia Marie says, I'm crocheting right now too.
Hey.
That's awesome. What are you crocheting? And then Clippy says, yes, I also got a second Switch on eBay, so I have a second island. Ooh.
Nice.
I know, we have a second Switch, and so on our first Switch, we have the digital copy of Animal Crossing, so I would really like to get the physical copy so that we can... My daughter's like, so I can have my own island. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly why I want to get it. It's for you to have your own island. And secretly it'd be Mom's second island. Shh. Don't tell her.
Everyone needs a second island. Speaking of islands, I messaged that guy that gave me all of his stuff. I keep getting reprimanded by the Happy Home Academy for having crap in my basement. And I'm like, I whispered to him the other day on Twitch. I was like, dude, you need to come get your crap. Like, or it's going in my bank.
Hasn't it been there?
It's
for
been
like
since
month?
October.
Since October?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I was like, hey, you should
That's
probably come get
crazy.
your stuff. I don't know what to do with it.
Okay, I ruined this, so I'm going to have to just add more yarn. Bummer. That's okay. This blanket's only for Regina, so. She can live with her blanket having
She'll be
mistakes.
fine. It'll be fine.
I'm crocheting a teddy bear. Cute. I am not working on my unicorn right now, but I'm making my oldest daughter a unicorn for Christmas, and I'm actually very excited about it.
It looks really cute so far.
I can't wait for her to open it. It'll be the first, like, actual toy I've ever made my kids. Because I usually don't like crocheting stuffed animal stuff, but this actually has been pretty fun. Hi, Tasha! Lurking here while I attempt to crochet a sock. We shall see how it goes. Well,
Nice.
well, good luck to you. Oh, I should have brought my crochet sock up here to show you guys the one crochet sock I've ever crocheted.
Yeah, enjoy lurking with us while we have our WIP hour.
Yeah, we're just here hanging out.
We got everybody doing everything up in here.
I know. It's
Resumes,
exciting.
Kingdom Hearts, crocheting. No one is needleworking yet. Despite what I feel like
Despite what our stream
I feel like I should stop and just do my needlework.
No, it's fine. Maybe that'll draw people in.
Right.
Be like, oh, wait. what kind of needlework is that? It's crochet.
The kind where you don't stab as much.
The needle is actually a crochet hook. Well, if I was knitting, that's technically needlework.
True.
I considered knitting.
Yeah, that also proves that you have the patience to stab something a bunch of times.
Clippy says, on my second island, I have a lot of construction projects, so I had to fence in a lot of my villagers.
Oh.
Those sad villagers.
That's fantastic.
I just got a new villager, and it's Eugene, but I guess Eugene used to live on Becca's island, so I keep getting her leftovers.
I know.
Victoria, that weird
horse
racing
thing?
horse came from your island. It's so funny.
Yeah, I got quite a few from your island too, but they've what's her name, Muffy? The little gothic sheep.
Oh, the gothic sheep, yes. Or the gothic ram, whatever she was.
Yeah, Eugene is pretty cool. He was fun to have.
Julia says that's awesome. Thank you, Julia. Yeah, I am very excited about the unicorn. So I think maybe one stream I'll try to finish it, and I want to do like a recap stream where I can show you guys all my actual work in progresses and maybe all my finished stuff too, if I can finish anything. Clippy says she has Eugene too. He's very cool. He is very cool. He's very similar to Raymond. Like, his house is kind of similar. Like, his house is like the break room of the office.
Yeah. He's got a weird break room vibe going on.
Do I have an app for anything specific? I'm not quite sure what you understand by that question. Like an app that I use for my projects? Or like me personally have an app? Like for my crochet business?
This looks...
Uh-oh. And here comes the cat.
It's cat hour. Oh, she's perfect.
Hi, Luna. Oh, you're covered in dirt. Get down.
Sprinkle
We're
it
outside rolling around.
Sprinkle it in our coffee.
Nope, now she's going to go say hi to you.
Hi. No, do not chew on light bulbs.
Luna.
You have a death wish, you psycho fat baby.
Okay, I'm not going to you.
It's like, you yelled at me.
Okay, now I'm going to add my extra color.
I'm the mean aunt. The one that nobody wants
So, for
around.
those who are curious, I am working on a blanket for my oldest daughter. I made her a blanket when she was a baby, but now she's decided she wants a new one for now. And as you can see, my colors are Neapolitan inspired, which was not the inspiration. And I remember the first stream ever I did, I was working on this, or I was showing it, and people were like, oh, it looks like Neapolitan ice cream. And I'm like,
it's baked Alaska.
Okay, that's not why I picked these colors. I really liked the pink and brown together. But
this is not a related question, but do you know why Baked Alaska is called Baked Alaska?
I do not. Is Baked Alaska these colors too?
Yeah, it's Neapolitan ice cream over cake.
Oh.
With I think it has like a meringue.
Do you bake it all together?
No, you don't bake it. It has like a meringue over it. I don't know. It's been so long. The first time I had Baked Alaska was when we were on that cruise for your birthday. When we were like 15, 16.
16.
Yeah, it was your 16th birthday. That was the first time I had it. But
I don't remember.
Sorry, I know that's totally random, but
that's okay.
Neapolitan
it
ice
fits
cream.
with the Neapolitan ice cream topic.
Yeah.
Like a live app for your crochet business. Oh, yeah. So I'm using Restream. And so through Restream, I can stream through to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, which is what we're doing right now. So if you are, because you're on Facebook, Julia, from what it's telling me, there'll be comments that I am responding to that you won't see because they're on Twitch. So right now I have people commenting to me from Twitch and Facebook. I hope that answers your question. If not, let me know and I will further my answer. But yeah, I'm cross-platform live streaming.
She's a woman of many nations.
I'm trying to get out there.
more exposure.
Yeah, well, I was going to say that, but then I'm like, I need to think of a different
We're
word.
not on just chatting. It's fine. Not like that one time.
Oh, well, never again, that's for sure.
Never again. Just chatting left a bad taste in your mouth.
Yep.
It's okay.
It's okay. We live and we learn.
It's true. So, I think... I think the tension's a little off. Let me see.
Like, is your tension loose or tight?
Maybe this row is too tight. I think that's why it started to look a little funky.
Oh, I see.
So I'm trying to do it a little bit looser, but now I hope it's not too loose to where it doesn't.
Oh, the struggles of...
But it looks... I'm actually really excited with how this looks. I kind of want to get a green that's in the I love this yarn and redo this green at the bottom.
Yeah, because honestly, I'm like, I want to do that too and crochet or knit a Slytherin hat and get all those hats I have sitting in my box over there listed. So I'm going to have to do a photo shoot of all my different beanies I have.
Yeah. This will be my Slytherin scarf. I don't know why I said that like I was from the Midwest. Do you want my scarf?
Your scarf?
My scarf. We're gonna go out to the lake here in a little bit.
Oh boy, my little notifications on my phone are still popping
up. That's what was showing up. I was like, why is it on my...
on your forehead?
Well, it looked like it was like cutting me. That's okay. I don't
your forehead off.
particularly care that much, but...
I know, but I do.
I know you, yeah. You don't want people to see what everyone is... Are they called spools of yarn or balls of yarn?
It depends.
Clippy would like to know.
Let me awkwardly just go in front of the camera twice.
Sometimes they're even called cakes.
Well, they actually could be called both. It depends. There are spools of yarn and there are balls of yarn. Or they're also called skeins. Well, you can call them skein or skeins. Actually, there's two different ways to pronounce it. I didn't know that. And I don't know if that's like based... I think that's based on like what you're taught. Because I thought it was based on like... where you're at in the world, but even in America there's different people who say skeins or skeins. So
kind of like creek or crick,
pretty much
soda, pop, Coke, all over. Depends on...
and grocery carts,
versus trolleys.
They're called buggies in the Midwest. I thought that was the weirdest thing ever. When I moved to Indiana, I was like, buggies?
What's a buggy?
What's a buggy?
That's funny. Yeah. Just depends on where you live.
I don't remember what the East Coast calls them, though. It was something different. It wasn't buggy.
Andy, what do you guys call shopping carts? I know you know. You just call them shopping carts.
We just call them a grocery cart. Or a cart. Really. We don't even say grocery. We just say, grab a cart.
Grab a cart, yeah.
Grab a buggy. Still so weird. I never converted to that.
Tell you what, though. Them Amish make dang good pretzels.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
Those Amish
make everything delicious.
Do you remember at the grocery store we bought those pretzels? Those soft pretzels?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I still have dreams about those pretzels.
Those were good pretzels.
It crosses my mind every once in a while when you lived out there to ask you to mail me one. And then I was like, you know what? That wouldn't taste the same.
It would be pretty old.
Pretty yucky. But yeah, it was very interesting. I was like, I also didn't know that Philadelphia and Philly, they have a huge pretzel community out there, which I'm like, how have I never heard about this before? Because I love soft pretzels. Like
Philly pretzels, huh?
Love soft pretzels. Yeah, my friend from Philly was telling me that it's pretty much like, you know how like at school festivals people have like ice cream socials or they have pizza parties or like it's like a common thing for people to bring like brownies or you know what I mean, like things like that to sports gatherings or like school events or whatever,
Yeah.
they have a soft pretzel problem where everyone brings soft pretzels to like every single event. And if you don't have soft pretzels at the event, like, what are you doing? So I was like, how have I been missing out this whole, I would have been moved to Philadelphia years ago.
Dang. That's interesting. I did not know that about Philadelphia.
Yeah, apparently that's a real thing. So I was like, huh, well, I will be visiting Philly.
Do you do weekly or daily crochet lessons? So right now we're doing weekly on our Sunday live streams, which I tried to go a little bit earlier this last Sunday. I'm still trying to figure out a good time for everybody. But usually Sunday afternoon evenings, I started doing like a beginner crochet, I guess you can call it class, where I taught everybody how to start crocheting, and I taught everyone how to do the single crochet stitch. And right now we're actually making a community project to practice our single crochet skills, and we're making this awesome beginner scarf that I just designed on a whim.
That I'm working on currently.
Yeah, actually, Becca is working on hers because she was not with me last Sunday's stream, so she's catching up. But we are basically just doing a two-tone, I guess I could show you in the big picture, a two-tone scarf. So the first week, we did our first 20 rows, and then this last Sunday we joined our second color and did this. Oh, it's very Harry Potter scarf. Well, and that's funny because Becca's colors are Harry Potter too.
Yep. I'm making my house. Her house.
Her Hogwarts house. Slytherin. Thank you. Yes. So that's kind of what we're doing right now. So it's weekly. So if you have free time on Sundays, come check us out on Sundays. And yeah, right now we're just going to be making that scarf, and then I'm hoping to teach you guys another stitch and then have another project for us to work through and kind of just go from there as we keep going and learning the basics of crochet. I also have a couple of tutorial videos up on my YouTube. I go over the beginning chain, single crochet, and then I also have one on the half double crochet, and I'm currently working on my next one, which will be the double crochet. Yeah, you're welcome, Jessica, and I hope to see you on Sunday. That would be awesome.
One of us.
Come join the crochet world.
It's a lot of fun. I'm not doing a really good job at selling it, but I really enjoyed it.
You're so convincing.
It's so great. I just love it.
Actually, honestly, we could work on a blanket with this stitch because this is literally just single crochet and chain twos, and it just makes this cute little wave pattern.
Oh, that is cute.
Yeah,
that's really
super
pretty.
simple. I found the stitch in one of my crochet books.
That's really pretty.
I wanted something simple and repetitive to where I could just work on this without thinking about it, but I also wanted it to be
I'm scared of a big project like that because I guess it'll get better when I get more experience, but I'm always terrified of like getting so much done. And because when you like miss a stitch or you add a stitch, like you don't really realize it right away until you get 7 to 10 rows in, and then you realize like it's doing this weird like curve, it's like crooked, and then you're like, oh crap, I have to go back and fix it all. So I'm a little weary of doing a big project like that.
There's a blanket down there that I did that same exact thing on.
Oh.
Where it looked like it was wider at the top.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no.
What did I do wrong? Yeah.
How did I mess this up?
It's intimidating.
This is somewhat related, but have you ever used the designer tool to make your own clothes on Animal Crossing? Actually, I have, not very much. I actually just made me a Gryffindor beanie on my Animal Crossing character. Because I'm like, this is simple with stripes. So it was basically the one I knit in person, but I just did it on the graph. I want to play around with it more because that would be really cool. But I've seen a lot of like crochet and knitters do that. They like put their sweater designs up on there.
Oh, that's cute.
And then their character can wear their like sweater design in the game.
That's smart. And it's advertisement. Are you good at the designing app, the custom design app, Clip?
Yeah, how about you, Clip? Have you designed any clothes?
If so, make her code or it didn't happen. Just kidding.
I actually did put my beanie up under on the custom thing. Yeah, so it has its own maker code.
Cute.
So I'd like to make more when I have time.
That.
So I actually designed, and I thought I was designing a really cute sweater, and I didn't realize that you had to like buy the extension of the custom design app to like have the actual clothes option. Where I designed this really cool, it was like a simple chevron, but I thought it was a sweater. And then when I put it on my character, it was a tank top, and I'm like, what? That's not what I designed. And then I realized, oh, if you go to the Nook Miles, you can get the custom design extension, which is where you can design different clothes.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
So you can design like dresses, sweaters, tank tops, long sleeve shirts, long dresses, hats. That's how people make like the hats look like the cakes and all of that. So
that's really cute.
Clippy says nope, but looked interesting. Yeah, I think if you have that design, like that designer eyeball or that designer desire, if you like to design things,
yeah,
it would be a cool thing to do, kind of design your own.
Yeah.
If I had more time in my life, I'd probably dedicate more time to that, but I don't. So I make my life simple, and I just find other people's designs that design it for me. The people who do have time to design.
It's hard because it's a different kind of art. It's not like painting because you're doing it in 8-bit style. Like you have to do the blocks and you have to be able to paint that way. Hello, Crochet
Kelly. Welcome.
Which is actually really challenging. Not everyone has a brain that can comprehend that, you know? Like,
yeah, absolutely. Especially when you have to put it into a grid, which is the way you do it on there. Crochet Kelly, are you working on anything tonight? Are you crocheting? Do you have a current project that you're working on? I am working on a blanket for my 5-year-old daughter. And Becca is working on her beginner scarf that we're working on together on our Sunday night lives.
Okay, I think that's...
Ooh, a granny square baby blanket.
Ooh.
I love granny squares. I actually want to make another one soon because I haven't made one in so long. Ooh, bless you.
I'm so sorry. Ow.
That's okay. Are you okay?
Yeah, that that hurt. Okay, I think this is right. I think this is enough.
What colors are you using for your baby blanket granny square? Granny squares are so fun to make.
It's true. I was working on an 8-bit Mario blanket.
I remember.
Yep. Then I started working and I ran out of energy to do it. Because that's how that works.
It happens.
Yeah.
Sky Blue and Daisy. Ooh. That sounds really pretty. I wish there was a way you could share pictures.
Yeah.
Like on the chat. Like if people could be like, hey, this is what I'm working on, and post like a picture in the chat so we can see.
People share links, but it's pretty dicey.
Yeah.
It is pretty dicey.
You're like, oh, should I click that?
I'd have a general don't click links rule until after like the stream is over, because you could have surprise titties.
Live, yeah.
Yeah. Then Twitch is like, bye.
Yep.
So.
And you're like, no.
I didn't mean it. They're not my titties.
I'm sorry.
So this is so different. The type of fabric, like you can see
I know.
Like this
Here,
is
why
so
don't you bring
much
it over here so we
bigger.
can show everybody? Here you go. Not worth it. Crochet Kelly says, yeah, not worth it.
No, not worth it.
Look at this. Looks so nice, you guys. Look it.
Yay. But you can see like it almost looks like it's bigger at the bottom because of the type of yarn.
It
looks
also could be
puffier.
because now you've gotten used to it.
Mm-hmm.
Your tension
Is
might have
different.
gotten a little bit better. Bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at it up here, you can't really tell.
Oh, really?
You can barely tell. But
Barely
like if I was
see.
gonna glance at that for a minute, like, can you guys tell that
That
this
is-
one is a little bit tighter than this one? You can a tiny bit on this side, but on this side you can't.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it looks like waterproof to me.
Dump some water.
It's waterproof.
Those knots are so tight. None's getting through it.
Yeah, if only.
Yeah, if only.
If only.
I'd wear
I think it looks
exclusively
good, but
crochet.
it definitely probably because it's two different types of yarn.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
It looks thicker and puffier, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like the silver is more like a sleek color, whereas this one is the green is very haphazard and fluffy. It's
yeah, Crochet
fluffier.
Kelly says you can't really tell the difference.
Well, that's good. Thank you, Crochet Kelly. I do.
But yeah,
appreciate
maybe
your
it definitely would look
feedback.
like more consistent if you got this color,
The
in
same color
or same yarn line as this.
Yeah.
But I really like those colors together.
Do you think anyone would notice if I changed suddenly?
If you found one that's really like we could take that to Hobby Lobby and see.
That's true. I could.
I mean, you probably could get lucky and it might be
It's
exactly
identical.
the same color.
That's true.
Let me tell you though about trying to match yarn color, because I had this crisis happen 3 Christmases ago where I was crocheting. Do you remember that corner to corner blanket of Iron Man's face
Yes.
that I worked on? So I got 3/4 done with that blanket, and I was making it for my cousin for Christmas. And I ran out of this yarn, the like burgundy yarn I was using for the red part. It wasn't burgundy. It was more like a cranberry. I don't know. You know what the colors of Iron Man is.
It was like a blue. It was a blue-based red, pretty
Yeah.
much.
So I went to go buy more of this yarn, and come to find out that yarn was discontinued. Did not exist anymore.
Oh.
And so I found something super close, but like I could
can still
notice that it
tell.
was a shade off.
Oh no.
But
Troy probably doesn't care.
no, well,
Yeah.
Troy, first of all, did not care. And second of all, Danielle's like, I don't see the difference.
That's
and I'm
cool.
like, okay, but my voice is inside. Like, I was dying. I'm like, no.
Yeah, your perfectionist inside is like probably screaming.
And I was like, so it was a corner to corner. So you work from corner to corner. So I was like, I had this much left.
Oh my gosh. Well, at least it was.
Not too much left.
Yeah, you weren't too much. But Crochet Kelly asked, so I've got a question. What border would you use on the granny square once it's finished?
So are you doing one big granny square? Like, are you starting with one and then expanding it, like continuously working on it? Or are you making multiple and then like joining them together? One big one. Well, you really could do any kind of border, especially since like the granny square is so simple. In my opinion, I would probably do, I'm trying to think. Like, if I was going to make a big granny square, what kind of border would I do?
Ruffles.
Ruffles. Well, I'm trying, like, the first thing that pops into my mind is like a picot border, which would be like this. But if it's for a boy, it's not very boyish. But like something simple like this would be really cute. This is just like a single crochet, and then you chain 3, or you chain 5, and then you like slip stitch into the 3rd chain, and then you single crochet. Or even just like right here, there's this simple like single crochet and double crochet, you could do just like a simple single crochet border in like a different color than the granny square. Or let me think. I don't know, there's so many possibilities. You really could do anything. There is a person I follow called Daisy Farm Crafts, and she designs a bunch of different baby blankets and has also designed a bunch of different borders. You could go check her out, and she has a bunch of different border options. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, it's for a 0 to 3 month old boy. I would do it pretty simple, and maybe not the picot because that would make gaps in it. Well, I guess the granny square does have gaps in it too. Yeah, like one thing that would be really cool with the border is that you could pick another color that complements the blanket and then just like outline it with that.
That'd be pretty.
I think she's on YouTube. She's also on Instagram. If you type in Daisy Farm Crafts, is it? Oh, let me make sure before I give you. She has a website, so I think it's daisyfarmcrafts.com. Daisy Farm Crafts. Yeah, daisyfarmcrafts.com. Here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to post it in the comments. And then you can, and I promise it is the actual website.
No here.
Oh, you got it. Okay, well, I posted it anyways. As soon as I clicked it, you said you got it. That's okay. It's there for anybody else who wants to see it. But yeah, she has a bunch of different like baby blanket designs, and then she also like has different I found her on Instagram, and so that's how I followed her, and then she eventually made her own website. So there's lots of border options there, and like she'll even tell you like how many stitches you need to add like in the corners and all of that good stuff. I hope that's helpful.
Have you ever made a giant granny square?
I have actually. I did it for a as a baby gift too, and it was the nursery theme was giraffes, so I did it in yellow and brown. And actually I didn't do a square, I did a granny rectangle. So it was the granny square, but it was like the middle was a rectangle, so it was actually a big rectangle. I'm thinking a dot border looks cute for a baby, as it's my first commission. That actually would be really, really cute. I love dot borders. And then it kind of like, it's like a different design on the outside, but also a dot border would totally complement a granny square.
I'm going to look up a dot border so I could...
So you can know what we're talking about.
Crochet dot.
Yeah, I've made several of Daisy Farm Crafts baby blanket patterns, like the one I made for my youngest daughter for her baby blanket.
Oh,
that's where I got it from.
Cute.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for asking.
Dot border, popcorn border. That looks cute.
Yeah, popcorn border is cute.
Crochet borders. Border patterns. Let's see. Ooh, that looks really pretty. It's like a wave.
Yeah, which one? Let me see.
Wave edge. That's really pretty.
Oh, yeah.
That's really pretty.
Thank you, dear. Yeah, I think that one is the broomstick stitch, or the broom something stitch, where you have to use like this big hook to make the...
You have to use a broom.
You have to use a broom, pretty much. That's actually one crochet stitch I've never done.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you have to have like I said, you have to have like one of those like big, thick crochet hooks. Or like to make that big loop, and then you crochet inside the big loop.
So you gotta want it, is what you're saying.
You gotta have, a big crochet hook laying around.
That's
which I do not.
Yeah,
and then I also like didn't know what to make with it, so I've never had something where I'm like, oh, I should probably use this for that or whatever.
I'm working on my needlework now, so we're not liars.
Good job. Good job for making us not liars. Have you covered how to wash? Whenever I wash my crochet items, I notice the fabric becomes rougher. I have not gone over washing here. If I use acrylic yarn, I usually just machine wash it. And for me, it just gets softer. I've never had it get rougher, but what kind of yarn are you using? Acrylic yarn? Because like with wool wash, that's obviously hand you have to hand wash stuff like that. And they make a ton of different kinds of wool washes that you can use for that. I've never used a wool wash. I'm curious to try one. Right now, I don't make a lot of like 100% wool stuff. But that is an excellent question, and maybe I should do some more experimenting so I can have that as one live stream where I kind of talk about that. That is a great idea. How long have you been crocheting? I have been crocheting since 2012, so 8 years. I didn't find my love for crocheting until I was an adult, but I've always been a crafty person since I was a little girl. I like to call it a craft gene that I get from my Nana, who is a big quilter. Well, she is a big quilter. And I actually, it's so funny because when I learned how to crochet, she taught me, the very basics, right? Like the beginning chain and how to single crochet. And then I pretty much self-taught myself. And then like a couple of years after I have, I had been crocheting, she's like, okay, now I need you to reteach me how to crochet.
Aww, that's cute.
And then when I finally figured out how to knit, one time she came to visit me and she's like, okay, now it's time for you to teach me how to knit. And I'm like, I've only been knitting for like 6 months, but I taught her how to knit and she's knitting.
That's precious.
Yeah, so I've been crocheting for 8 years and then I've been knitting for 2.
And Dana taught me how to crochet in 2016. And then I stopped abruptly in 2017. And then I picked it back up again 3 weeks ago.
All the crocheting she watches me do that she's like, you know what, maybe I should start crocheting.
Well, at first I was like, I'll be your like guinea pig. And then I forgot how much I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's really awesome.
It's very relaxing.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for asking. How long have you been crocheting?
Yeah. And do you have a favorite project that you've worked on so far? So there's a back-to-back question.
Oh, since October, you're a new crocheter.
Hey!
That's awesome.
That's really cool.
That's really, really cool. Favorite project. Let's see, crochet. I would say, like a project specifically. I don't know, I have a lot of favorites. I really like to crochet blankets. Blankets are fun, and they're like a good long project. I love making hats too, and I love making cute things for my daughters. And I love making cute accessories. Don't get to wear them as much as I make them, but I think blankets are a big one. And for knitting, I really, really enjoyed knitting my first holiday sweater. That was really, really fun and a lot easier than I thought it would be. So I was really happy that I was like, dude, I knit a sweater.
Yeah.
I did it.
Spend $60 on these at American Eagle. And you made one yourself. That's really awesome.
Yeah. Crochet Kelly says, YouTube helped me a lot. Yeah, YouTube helped me a lot too. I started with like a crochet like book, like of just a bunch of different stitches, and then when I started discovering like the crochet community online, YouTube became a big help because like it's weird. Sometimes I can learn stuff from just reading it, but then other stuff where it just seems like it's too much, then I like, okay, now I need to watch somebody do it and then maybe I'll get it better.
Yeah.
So YouTube is a huge help. And that's why I finally started making tutorial videos too, because I know a lot of people use YouTube as a source too.
Yeah.
It would be cool to crochet a jacket. Clippy, it would be very cool. Like, there's actually a couple of pins on my Pinterest board that are crochet jackets, and I'm like, one day I will make me a selfish project, and it will be this one. I still want to crochet a cardigan for myself.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
I think I would probably crochet myself too many cardigans. Because I love cardigans. They're so nice.
They are really nice.
And they go with every occasion.
Yeah, I crocheted my daughter a jacket, actually. She picked a very colorful variegated yarn for her colors.
Oh, yeah,
so
the hot pink one?
Yeah, so
right.
the Technicolor coat. Her version of the Technicolor, yeah, just with the Technicolor coat. And then I modified the pattern to have it be able to button up. So like I added, because basically you make the sweater and then you outline the outside with like a different colored border. And when I did that, I just made little buttonholes and I sewed buttons on the other side so she can actually button it up. And it has a hood, which that was part of the pattern, but the only thing I added was the buttons.
That's cute.
I really want to do a hoodie, but not brave enough yet, though. Yeah, I totally get it. Like, it took me a long time to actually be brave enough to make, like, wearables, aside from, like, beanies and scarves, because those are easy. But I don't think I crocheted anything wearable until 2017.
Yeah. You made that dress, right?
Yeah.
Was that your first wearable that you made?
My first completed one. Yeah, so I crocheted, it's called the Penelope dress, and it's a design by Sewrella, and it was my first, like, my own personal, like, make for myself, and actually, I need to make me another one, because I felt like I made the right size for me, but I feel like I should have, like, decreased where my waist is, so that it would like form fit me a little bit better, because it's a little wide here. Like I need to get like a cute belt to wear with
like
it.
A flare or something to it.
Yeah,
an accidental flare. Yeah, man, waist belts, they cover a multitude of sins. I love a good waist belt.
But yeah, that was a fun make. I really liked making that dress. And it's a raglan style, so you make it from the top down. And it's that raglan, whatever you call it. I'm like, I don't even know how to call it, or what to call it. I'm trying to think. I also crocheted a sweater, but I actually never finished it. There's still one sleeve I need to finish. And then I've made like a vest, like a cardigan vest, like a summer vest, and that was a pattern test I did. And then I think that's all the wearables I've actually made, aside from my knitted sweater.
That sweater is really cute, though.
It is really cute.
Good job. It looks really cozy.
I know. I need to pull it out of its box and
dangerously cozy.
Maybe it'll get cold enough in California I can actually wear it.
That's true. It was really cold a couple weeks ago.
I know.
I don't know why people laugh at homemade sweaters. like knit sweaters. I don't know why it's like a joke.
It's because, you know, the ones that your grandma would make you would be obnoxious. That's why, you know, that whole ugly sweater thing became a thing. Because that's what your grandmother would make you.
Yeah. Now they're popular. Everyone wants to wear ugly sweaters.
Like what Ron's mom would make him.
Yes. I look like my great aunt Tessie. I smell like my great aunt Tessie.
Oh, it was his aunt. I thought it was his mom that did it, though.
His mom did, but that was his formal robes that he had to wear.
Oh, that's right.
For the ball or whatever it was called. I don't remember what it was, like something ball.
Yes, that's right.
And poor sweet boy Ron lost his girl to the Russian man. I don't remember what his name is. Probably like Ivan or something.
I don't remember.
Sweet boy Ron. Mrs. Weasley knew how to crochet a sweater, though. I'll tell you what.
That is true.
She knew what was up.
Though she also knew magic, so she could have just
That
said,
also.
hey,
Oh, that's right, huh? She had
needles.
the.
Why don't you just knit the sweater for me?
That's right. I forgot she had the 2 knitting needles.
See, Clippy says she might have used magic.
Cheater.
She might have actually cheated.
It's okay. I'm not gonna
Dude,
tell her
if
that
I
she
could do
cheated.
that, I could work on 5 projects at once.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? Still, I ain't gonna tell Miss Weasley that she cheated. She'll beat me up. I'm more scared of Mrs. Weasley than I am of Voldemort. She'll beat you.
That's the mom I strive to be.
And guilt you. What's Voldemort gonna do? Kill me?
It'd be a good thing in that
God
sense.
forbid. Yeah, it will spare me from the wrath of Mrs. Weasley. That would be a little dramatic, but still. She's pretty fantastic, though.
She is pretty fantastic.
I don't know why it's Harry Potter Day, I guess. We're just gonna talk about Harry Potter.
Well, you are... Well, you're not crocheting anymore.
No.
I'm like, you were crocheting a Harry Potter-inspired scarf.
That's true. I never got...
Oh, you know what? I wonder if these are Ravenclaw colors. Maybe that's... Clippy, is that why you said this is very Harry
Hogwartsy?
Potter-esque? Mine. I think this is... Is it
That's
Ravenclaw?
Ravenclaw.
Yeah.
Are you Raven? No, you're Hufflepuff.
No, I'm Hufflepuff. I wish I was Ravenclaw.
She says with a crow.
Well, because I'm like, oh, yeah, Hufflepuff's got to have cool colors, and it's yellow and black. And I'm like,
yeah.
Seriously?
I'm sorry. Do you know what your Patronus is?
No.
Oh.
Or if I did, I don't remember.
Okay. Can have you take the test later.
I take all those personality tests, and then I block
true.
block the results from my memory.
Right. No, I just took it on Pottermore. I was a little scared because apparently my Patronus is also a snake. So I'm like, what are you trying to tell me?
Oh, boy.
I don't know
You're
what that means.
full-blood Slytherin.
I guess so.
Yeah, Ravenclaw colors.
On all of my wickedness.
Well, shoot, man. I need to knit me a hat out of this beautiful yarn then.
Boo. And that's actually the burnt, like, copper color, too.
Yeah, I know. I actually sat here with Kaylee like a couple months ago because I showed her my Gryffindor hats. I'm like, I would be cool to make all the house hats and then sell them because I have like a nerdy section on my Etsy shop.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I'm like, okay. She's like, well, Ravenclaw is like a burnt copper and a blue. And I showed her 3 different ones. She's like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't have this color then.
You're like, you're not helping.
I'm like, maybe you need to go to the craft store with me and help me pick out these colors.
I never got into the intense Harry Potter fandoms, but I also never owned any, like... I feel like everyone on the planet has something from their Hogwarts house, like literally everyone. But I never did, so I was like, you know what? I think it's time to crochet to me a scarf.
A scarf. Crochet Kelly says, I must be the only person in the UK not to like Harry Potter.
Dang.
You know, to be perfectly honest, Crochet Kelly, I mean, I like it, but like our best friend Kaylee is like
balls to the wall Harry Potter.
Is a diehard Harry Potter fan, and the only reason I read the books and saw the movies is because
to understand what the hell she was talking about.
She would not stop talking about it. I'm like, all right, fine, I will sit and watch these movies with you. You know, the books were good, and the movies were good.
Yeah.
It was obviously huge when I was a kid, but growing up in a Christian home, you were not allowed to even look at Harry Potter.
Yeah.
But to me, it was, like, not a big deal. Like, I was not at all, like, well, I'm going to read it anyway. Or, like, I was, like, sad that I couldn't read it.
Yeah.
Like,
there were other things that we were
There were better things to read. So, you know, I know a lot of people like Harry Potter. And, you know, like,
oh my goodness.
The only reason why I know as much and am semi-interested in it as much as I am is because my best friend Kaylee loves Harry Potter.
Yeah, it's true.
What was Kaylee's house?
She's Gryffindor.
She's Gryffindor.
Yeah. I feel like we missed the, like, intense Harry Potter
fandom.
Yeah, just because we didn't grow up with it, so it's like we could take it or leave it kind of a thing.
True.
Whereas, like, you know, others have grown up with it, and it's like this, you know, it's an important part of their childhood.
Yeah.
You know?
And pretty much, like, they went on the journey as it was coming out. With now, we're like, well, we know that there's 7 books, so.
Yeah. And we've had it, like, ruined for us, you know, that kind of thing. Like, I feel like it would be different if we
experienced it with everybody. Yeah
I think we might enjoy it more because I can take it or leave it too. It's not my favorite thing in the whole wide world. I'm more of a Lord of the Rings nerd than I am anything else, which my first thought in my brain was I want to make a Hobbit scarf, and then I was like, you know what, I think I'm just gonna do, because that green was really pretty, so I was like, I'll make a Slytherin scarf. Yeah, my first thought was to get a really rich, deep red color with that green.
Ooh, yeah, that would be nice.
And then make a little Hobbit scarf. But
be very Christmassy too.
Exactly.
That's actually what I wanted to do. I wanted to get some nice Christmas colors and make a Christmas scarf, but then I was like, I don't really want to have to go to the craft store to get more yarn.
Yeah.
Because all the colors I have right now just didn't speak to me. And I've had these I kind of just bought these because I liked the colors. And I'm like, oh, I'll just use it. Yeah. Use these colors. Which I actually just bought more to make sure I have enough for my scarf. Because these skeins are smaller than like the red heart or anything. So I don't know if I'll get a whole scarf out of these 2 skeins. So I bought me extra.
Gotcha.
Just depends on the yardage.
Yeah.
Though I did get a whole scarf done out of these. So this was like, I could get it out of that, but
yeah, I
think, let's see, this one I'm using right now is 285 yards, and I think these are only 176, so I definitely need 2 skeins to make a scarf.
To achieve your goal.
To achieve my goal and to finish it completely. Oh my goodness, this thing's getting big.
Also, Crochet Kelly, I'm very curious, why are you the only person in the UK that does not like Harry Potter? What's your reasoning? I'm curious. And it can also be because you just don't. Like, that's an acceptable answer to me as well.
Yeah, it does not have to be a trick question.
You don't have to, like, give me some long, drawn-out explanation. If you just don't like it, that's cool, too. Obviously, we're not going to be butthurt because you don't like Harry Potter.
Yeah, I'm honestly be like, wow, there's people out there who still don't like it. And that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
everyone.
She's not my thing.
Entitled to their opinion? What?
Right.
God forbid.
Someone on this earth doesn't like Harry Potter? But
independent thought? How dare thee? And instead, what is your fandom of choice?
Yeah, what is your fandom of choice? That's a good question. Are you a Lord of the Rings fan? Are you a Twilight fan?
Do you like Doctor Who?
Ooh, Doctor Who.
I've never watched Doctor Who. Doctor Who is really fun.
I'd rather watch paint dry. I have no idea what that is.
Watch paint. Like, she'd rather watch paint dry on the
Oh,
wall.
I see.
Yeah.
Wow, that
what
really
fandom is that?
Yeah, I'm like, what is that?
That's fair. Not interested. I support it. I love to see it.
Wow, why am I so dumb?
No, that's a fair... This is 2020, man. There's all kinds of weird stuff popping up.
That's true.
Weird TV shows. I don't know. There's plenty of strange things. Strange named things, I should say. And some people just don't have time
to have a fandom.
Yeah, I get that. Like, I don't know how girls have 7 million fandoms that they keep up with. I don't understand.
Crochet Kelly says, I'm into football, crime stuff at the moment. Love The Crown on Netflix. Ooh,
Wait,
me too.
Hold on.
I need to rewatch and catch up.
Football, as in like football crime? Like the crime is football, or you like football and also crime? Because I am interested in football crime, if that's a thing. Like, sign me up. Tell me whatever it is I have to do to get involved with football crime. I'm sorry. Proceed with The Crown. I've never seen The Crown. I know a lot of people love it.
Yeah, it's really good. Football
and crime. Okay, checks out.
Though football crime would be pretty cool.
Yeah, football crime is like, who stabbed the goalie?
The puck was the murderer. Wait, so you're in the UK. So is football soccer?
Technically soccer, I think, yeah. Yeah.
Because I love soccer.
If you hit it with your foot.
Or football.
Yeah, I think UK.
Yeah, UK
soccer.
is soccer. Okay.
Yeah. Football and crime. That's pretty cool. Do you have a favorite crime show you like to watch? Do you like Unsolved Mysteries? That kind of stuff? Because, boy, did we just become best friends.
You are speaking our love language over there.
Crime? Mordor?
Crime is really interesting. Like, I actually watched a lot of crime shows with Nana. Not the real life ones, the pretend ones.
Yeah, like CSI.
Like CSI.
Yeah, all that.
Major Crimes was another one we watched.
Criminal Minds.
Yeah, actually, I think Nana watched Criminal Minds too, but I didn't really watch that with her.
Yeah,
I watched that occasionally.
Yeah. Unless you'll sit down and we watch it.
That's why I like The Blacklist.
Yeah.
What was another big one I watched?
Ooh.
I don't remember. Bones was another one I liked.
Did you watch Criminal Minds?
Not all the way through.
No. Or not Criminal Minds. Oh my goodness.
What's the other one?
Law and Order?
Nana watched that a lot with my grandpa. I did not watch Law and Order.
Law and Order's intense. So I realized I just said Criminal Minds. I'm like, do you watch Criminal Minds?
Crochet Kelly says, yeah, all that.
All that. Oh, awesome.
Oh, I don't like the crime that's made up. I prefer the real stuff like Snapped, Homicide, Hunter, Murder Town.
Snapped Homicide? What's that? Is that on... It's exclusively Netflix in UK? Because that'll make me sad. We watched the most fascinating true crime series on Netflix. It's called Don't F With Cats. And at first I was like, Tanner, I don't want to watch this. Like, I love cats. I don't want to watch this. And he's like, we thought it was just going to be this, like, kooky, weird thing. And it turned into this 4-episode long, like, investigation that started with just a bunch of, like, private investigators who found this video online of this guy, like, harming animals online. And, yeah, it's pretty intense. Like, it started with that, and then they come to find out this guy, like... turn into a murderer, and these people are like just casual, like this lady who does like security for a casino in Vegas and like all this stuff, so like they're just regular people, And then she comes home after her like work and she tries to catch this killer. It's so fascinating because like obviously people don't like, they were able to narrow down like where this guy was and stuff like that. And like it was so fascinating, just the power of people on the internet. Like they turned over everything to it turned out being somewhere in Canada, and they turned over everything to the Canadian police and then somewhere else in like Europe. And they're like, hey, this dude's like serious. Like, you guys should probably arrest him. And they're like, well, we don't have any evidence, so we don't really know. And they're like, no, like he's gonna actually like hurt somebody for real. Like, you need to do something about it. And then sure enough, a couple days later, they're like, we wish we would have known. Like, it's crazy. It's really good though. If you like gritty true crime, it's like 4 episodes long. It's an absolute.
So they say
wild.
that one of the like, what do you call it? One of the things that you can tell if someone's going to turn into a serial killer is if they murder animals.
Yeah, if they kill animals, yeah. That's a dead giveaway, which is very interesting. Yes, Cold Justice. I love Cold Justice. That's such a great show. My boss has like this huge crush on the lady, like the main the private she's not a private investigator, but he has like a signed picture of her and everything. Like he met her at one of her case.
Mike?
Yeah. He met her he went to just go see one of the court processions, and just so he could watch her in action, because she like gets into it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she's a feisty lady. She's just a sweet southern lady. But yeah, he has like a signed picture of her in his office next to his signed picture of OJ. Or not OJ, Mike Tyson.
Crochet Kelly says she's hot, not gonna lie.
For real though, like I don't blame him.
I've never watched Cold Justice.
It's a good one.
I have no idea.
Dude, she's so intense. Like they have like no new evidence, and she full on like guilts people into admitting like what they did wrong. Like it'll be like 40 years later, and she's like sitting there in them really like in the room with them real nicely, and she's like, I know you did it. And they're like, okay, I did it. Here's the body. Like, I'm like, what is this woman? Like,
wow.
Who is she? She's incredible.
That's funny.
I really like her. She's an incredible, and she gets so into it. Like, she's committed. She showed, at one of the, I don't remember what the case was, but she like full on reenacted a murder, like where she took like a fake knife and reenacted like stabbing this dude like 38 times in the chest, and was like that's what it looks like pretty much. And everyone in the room was like, oh my gosh, like that's really, really scary. But yeah, she gets into it. She's incredible.
Yeah, the only real crime show I ever watched was Forensic Files.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good old Forensic Files.
My dad, and whenever we wanted, because we had cable, whenever we wanted something to watch, we'd always like check that the crime,
crime channel.
And Forensic Files was always on.
Oh yeah. Forensic Files is a faithful friend who will be there for you at all hours of the night. I watched so much, like, it sounds really terrible, but like when Art was in the hospital, I'd just go home and I'd watch like 6 episodes of Forensic Files, because I was like, my life may suck right now, but at least I wasn't murdered. Like, it could be a lot worse.
It always makes me sad, the ones that are like, oh, we just thought this guy was such a nice guy, and then it turns out that he's been murdering people and burying them in his basement or something crazy like that.
It's like a serial rapist or like
and
all this stuff.
You never know.
Yeah.
When the nice people could be murderers.
It's true.
It's crazy.
What a fun crochet day. Just talking about murder.
Crochet and murder. Well, I am reading a knitting mystery series about murder. Being killed with knitting needles. So.
Knit 1, kill 2. I really do want to read that.
Yarn.
That's super cute.
I love it. It's cheesy, but I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I was trying to read some of like the reviews on it. Mm-hmm. People are like, this is typical, blah, blah, blah. Like, they were complaining of how cheesy it was. And I'm like,
why can't you just let me enjoy nice things?
You just enjoy some little bit of fun.
Yeah.
Doesn't always have to be perfect.
Go read Gone Girl for the 4th time and let me enjoy.
I still want to read that book, The Patient. It's it's a murder mystery book.
Ooh.
It's actually I think it's a new one that came out this year, and it's one of the popular ones this year.
What's it about? Do you know off the top of your head?
I don't remember.
I can look it up too.
I can look it up. That's okay. It's about like this patient who's in like a insane asylum, and this guy is like she won't talk to anybody, but this investigator keeps talking to her, and she like slowly opens up to him about like I think it's what happened to her husband or something.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I wanted to read it for book club, but nobody wanted to read that.
Oh, I'll read it. Yeah.
It came out last year.
The Silent Patient.
Yeah, let's see.
Ooh. Clippy says that they're watching Teen Wolf. It's cheesy to some, but I like it.
Ooh, Teen Wolf. I've heard of Teen Wolf.
I've heard a lot of good things about Teen Wolf. It came out right after all the Twilight craze.
Right.
Yeah, all the people that were really into, that were on Team Jacob.
Yes.
I heard it's really good, though. Like, I have heard a lot of really good stuff about the show.
Okay, so here's what The Silent Patient's about. It says, Alicia Berenson's life is seemingly perfect. A famous painter married to an in-demand fashion photographer. Oh. She lives in a grand house with big windows overlooking a park in one of London's most desirable areas. One evening, her husband Gabriel returns home late from a fashion shoot, and Alicia shoots him 5 times in the face.
Oh.
And then never speaks another word. Okay, that's right. I remember. But I think maybe... Anyway, I'm just going to keep reading. Alicia's refusal to talk or give any kind of explanation turns a domestic tragedy into something far grander. A mystery that captures the public imagination and casts Alicia into notoriety.
Notoriety,
thank you. The price of her art skyrockets, and she, the silent patient, is hidden away from the tabloids and spotlight at the Grove, a secure forensic unit in North London. Theo Faber is a criminal psychotherapist who has waited a long time for the opportunity to work with Alicia. His determination to get her to talk and unravel the mystery of why she shot her husband takes him down a twisting path into his own motivations. A search for the truth that threatens to consume him.
Oh, that sounds good.
Well, I wasn't anywhere close with my explanation.
That's okay.
But it still sounds good. So, that one, when I was looking up like popular murder mystery books, that was one of the top ones.
That one's popular right now, right? You said that one's like top of the charts, really popular. Read this.
Yeah, it's like, I think it's like number 3 in the recommended whatever.
Oh.
Crochet Kelly says it's 1:40 a.m. and I'm still awake crocheting.
That's the best time to crochet.
I know, right? It is the best time to crochet.
If you don't have anywhere to go.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That sounds really good. I like a good mystery. I want to try my hand at writing a mystery one day, but I have to finish the other books that I've started writing. So
yeah. You do.
Once I finish those, then maybe I'll try my hand at a murder mystery.
Talk about works in progress.
Yeah. Yup. Yeah. It's so exhausting.
Okay, so I think we're probably going to go ahead and wrap it up because it is almost 6 o'clock and we still have to go feed our families. But this was a lot of fun, you guys. We had lots of chatting, which is always my favorite. I love being able to chat with you guys and hear about what's going on and your interests and what you're working on. I really appreciate you guys coming to hang out with us for a little bit. Clippy, again, we missed you, so I'm glad you were here hanging out with us too.
Thank you so much, Clippy.
So our next live will be Sunday, where we're going to continue working on our beginner scarves. And I'm hopefully still going to continue doing these Wednesday night live streams where we kind of just hang out and work on whatever. Just kind of like a productivity hour and whatnot. So I'm really glad you guys joined us for this time. Again, my name is Dana, and this is my co-host Becca. And if you're around Sunday, we will see you Sunday for our part 3 of our beginner scarf. So you guys have a wonderful Wednesday evening or early morning if you're in the UK.
Yeah.
And we will see you guys next time.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye.